Excitement is building for the Cybertruck. You can see this in the crowds of people at Tesla showrooms where new Cybertrucks have been delivered in the last couple of days. Now, we have a lot of news to get into here in this video. All of your Tesla stock news you need to know as a Tesla stock investor. We're going to look at the option activity, the short positions, and much more. Break down what in the world is going on right now with Tesla and our broader markets. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already, and let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sure you guys have noticed by now, but I have since lost like half of my voice, so we're doing our best, but it's definitely going to sound a little bit different in this video. Cybertrucks are now in 11 showrooms across the United States. Here at the showroom in Washington, where there is a Cybertruck, over 100 people are showing up just to take pictures and get a look at this thing in person, and that's pretty exciting. I think these guys are probably either Tesla stock investors or own Teslas themselves, and they're excited about this product. Just imagine when the masses see this, it's going to be on a whole new level for Tesla and should drive a lot more sales to the entire Tesla franchise. Cybertrucks have now arrived in Canada as well. This one's currently at the Langley, British Columbia showroom, and I think this is going to continue across Europe as well in the coming weeks. The Tesla Model Y is on track to be the best-selling car overall in Europe for 2023. This would be the first time an EV took the top spot. It would also be the first midsize car, the first premium car, and the first non-European car in the modern era to do the same. And here is a video of the Tesla robot in your lobby of Giga Berlin making folks some coffee. Pretty cool. They have some of these on different cruise ships you'll go on, but definitely unique to have this in a Tesla factory, essentially. Tesla has finally started rolling out FSD V12. As always, it is distributed to executives and employees and then expanded to general owners. We look forward to distributing this version not only to the United States and Canada, but also to one other country. V12 will learn like humans, and Dojo's effectiveness will potentially grow as well. Which that one other country that is alluded to here is likely to be China. We heard about this news over the past couple of days that over the holiday season, maybe end of December, January, we're expecting an entry of FSD into China. This could be big news for Tesla's business, could add a lot of money to the bottom line if China also has a 5 or 10% take rate for FSD like the US has. Roland Percher says Tesla sales in Spain will set a new monthly record in November. And here you can see just so far, you're almost at 2,000 vehicles for this month so far. Retail investors bought 4.8 billion of equities last week. This is the highest cash deployment from retail investors since April of 2022. As rates continue to come down on long-term treasuries and then ultimately the Fed's funds rate in 2024, more hedge fund, institutional, and money market monies are going to make their way into our markets as well. Just in this latest rally alone, hedge fund short sellers have suffered $43 billion worth of losses in this market rally. Most of this for November. Some of this rally did start late October, but that's a short amount of time for heavy losses. It looks like the new Model 3 has added a pedestrian collision detected effect where the hood rises to minimize the risk of injury whenever the vehicle knows it's about to hit a human. For the week ahead, we are going to still have some earnings coming out. Monday and after hours, you have Zscaler. Tuesday and after hours, CrowdStrike, Workday, Intuit, Splunk, Hewlett Packard, NetApp, and that's pretty much it. Wednesday pre-market, Foot Locker, Dollar Tree, Petco, Hormel Foods, and Billy Pie. I believe that is the toy maker. Wednesday after hours, Snowflake, Salesforce, Okta, Pure Storage, Five Below, Victoria's Secret, and Lazy Boy. Thursday pre-market, Kroger's, TD Bank, Big Lots, Build-A-Bear Workshop, RBC, Cracker Barrel, Frontline, and BRP. Thursday after hours, Marvell, Ulta Beauty, UiPath, Dell. That's pretty much it. And then on Friday is BMO and Gensco. So we still do have some earnings. A big one of this week, just a sector overall, is like your cybersecurity with Zscaler, CrowdStrike, Okta, a couple of these smaller names as well. Here's a chart of some of the most highly anticipated earnings and the implied movement based on options. Foot Locker up here at 13%, Okta in between 12 and 13%, Snowflake around 10%, Zscaler around 9%, Crowd around 8%, Five Below 7%, Workday about 6.5%, Marvel about 9%, Dell 7%, Ulta even above 6%, and then your lower guys, Hormel, Salesforce, TD, RBC, and some of your other guys down here at like 4 to 5%, but we are expecting some big movers in this upcoming week when they report earnings. Next week is going to be a pretty slow one as far as economic data, at least to start the week. Monday and Tuesday don't have much at all. Wednesday, you have a lot of data coming out globally. But for the U.S., the biggest data report will be the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter, second estimate for Q3, corporate profits, retail inventories, things of that nature, some PCE revisions as well, but nothing too crazy. And then on Thursday, you are going to get, let's see, your PCE price index month over month. That's expected at 0.2%. Obviously, the lower the better here. Personal income month over month expected at 0.2%. That's fine. Personal spending expected at 0.2%. That would be fine. These estimates right now look pretty Goldilocks to me. If that's what we get, the market should rally off of it. Now, you are going to get PCE price index month over month and year over year. Month over month, you're expecting 0.1%. Year over year, you're expecting 3.1%, which are lower numbers than what you've seen for last month and on a year over year basis. So that would be really good news. And then on Friday, you're going to get a speech from Fed Jerome Powell at 11 o'clock in the morning. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're going to get ISM manufacturing PMIs. That's actually expected to rise from last month's reading of 46.7 to 47.6. So next week, the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, better part of Wednesday, there's not going to be much going on. Some data points mixed in there, some Fed speakers, and some bond auctions that can move the markets, but no big data coming out until you get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's where you're going to get bigger data coming out that will move our markets. I expect pretty big. Global inventory numbers for Tesla showing a downturn in the Model Y. That is good news. A continued downturn in the Model S and the Model X, as well as a continued downturn in the Model 3, which has been at very low levels to begin with, probably showing there's a lot of demand for the Model 3 Highland, and Tesla just cannot even keep up with the demand right now. Every model they're making of the Model 3 is being shipped out and sold. That's great news to see low inventories here. Google Trends data for the Model 3, Model Y, and the Cybertruck continue to show a downturn across the board. Not a big deal, but we'll see where that ultimately goes. And Tesla continues to run about 300 different ads globally. The percentage of stocks above their 50-day moving average is at 66%. Your levels you've seen back here in July were about 77%. That suggests to me we could have more of this upside move to go. Tesla over the past week had 4,480 orders in the options market worth $308 billion with a positive order value of 51%. The dollar amount currently sold short in Tesla stock is $18.13 billion, with a percentage of the float being sold short of 2.84%. Tesla remains the most shorted stock on our markets. Tesla, on a technical basis, looks like it wants to move higher here. You are finding resistance around that 50-day moving average, and you are getting rejected there, at least what you've seen on Friday. But Friday was a big outperformance overall compared to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was down almost a quarter. Tesla stock was up 0.5%. That was good news. That was good to see. That's exactly what you wanted to see. And you are continuing to see a lot of demand around 230 and then especially into the high 220 range. This week, we are going to have the Cybertruck delivery event. And I think that does push Tesla stock above 240. And that's where things get a lot more exciting if you break above 250. A break above 250 opens the door for potentially as high as $300 on Tesla. That could be expected to some degree over the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. For the Tesla bulls, you want to see Tesla remain above the 200-day moving average at $223.11 per share. For Tesla bears, you want to see Tesla remain under $237.20. I feel like the bears will be disappointed in this upcoming week, but hey, we'll have to wait and see. The RSI is at 53.75, so pretty much at the neutral level, even though you've bounced a lot from the 194, 195 range to where you are today at 235, almost 236. Tesla stock is basically neutral still, and that just shows you how oversold the stock was back in the 190s. If you look at the MACD, that looks pretty dang good, pretty positive. The MACD line itself, this yellow line, is 1.5 positive. Your signal line is negative 1.34. So if that signal line does go positive, as just like the MACD line is right now, that could be really good, and that could send or probably continue to send Tesla stock higher. So that is going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down below in the comment section. Hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, thank you guys for being here. If you made it to the end of this video, dude, you are rock solid. I appreciate you. Thank you. Love you from the bottom of my heart, because I know this was probably rough to listen to, and you must be someone that is very dedicated on getting information and getting perspective to listen to my raspy voice for the last 15 or 20 minutes or so. So I do greatly appreciate you guys. If you want to come trade with us, come talk to me, come talk to all the members in there, get different ideas, perspective, and trades ultimately on Tesla and the broader markets, link down below in the description of this video. But that's going to do it for this one. My name is Michael Tyler. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.